Figure 1 is a digital platform that allows healthcare professionals to share medical cases via photos to obtain feedback, stimulate discussion, and facilitate education. The app has been dubbed the Instagram for doctors. Founder and Chief Medical Officer Dr. Joshua Landy stated that, "We developed Figure 1 so members of the healthcare community could share images, knowledge, and clinical insight with each other while keeping patient privacy safe." The healthcare providers who make up the over 1 million users on the app are diverse in specialty, which allows for an expansive range of perspectives to be offered on each case. With patient privacy being such a high priority in the healthcare field, Figure 1 maintains strict guidelines with respect to removing all patient identifiers from photos. The app provides in-app tools to assist with removing patients' faces, tattoos, and other potentially identifying information. Figure 1 also offers in-app consent forms that have been tailored by jurisdiction so they contain the necessary elements to comply with the laws of the particular country where the app is being used. In addition, Figure 1 has a 24-hour case moderation team that will remove cases that do not have all patient identifying details properly removed. One of the most obvious advantages of Figure 1 is its worldwide reach. The app is used in more than 190 countries and by 70% of medical students in the United States. Using this network, Figure 1 circumvents physical barriers by providing virtual access to healthcare providers. For example, a nurse with a complicated patient case in a remote location can use Figure 1 to access perspectives from a range of specialties and ultimately provide more comprehensive patient care. Figure 1 also has a paging feature where it allows health professionals to page all relevant specialists by automatically sending an alert to their phones and also posting it publicly on the app so anyone else can chime in to offer advice. Beyond providing virtual access to healthcare providers, Figure 1 supports ongoing learning. Healthcare providers and students were already sharing clinical cases with each other as a learning tool, but this app enhances this method and actually expanded the reach of those learning opportunities to anyone with this app. For example, a nursing student can use Figure 1 to test and refine critical thinking skills by looking at the case and then reading the comments to compare thought processes. Nurses are often the first line of care for many patients, so practicing nurses can view the cases on Figure 1 to prepare for future cases that may have similar presentations. Despite the positive impacts of Figure 1 on healthcare and nursing, there are some concerns. Even though there's a moderation team to ensure all identifying information gets removed from posts, users can still view the profile of the person who posted, their credentials, and possibly their workplace. This information, combined with the fact that most cases uploaded are profound, raises serious privacy concerns. Furthermore, Figure 1 relies heavily on individual users to maintain privacy by editing their own pictures. Users may differ in their views about what constitutes a patient identifier. Although screenshots are discouraged by pop-up reminders, this does not stop users from taking screenshots of patient identifying photos before a moderator can take it down. Patient privacy cannot be regained after this point. Another concern is with the process involved in joining the application, specifically that it's too simple. The Figure 1 app is free for anyone to download, but only verified healthcare professionals can upload photos or comment on them. Becoming verified only requires an institutional email or a photo of the user with his or her work or student identification card. Even if someone is unqualified, they can easily Photoshop themselves into an identification card and potentially become verified on Figure 1. This opens up many questions about who can view the content on the app, who can make suggestions, and the validity of comments by verified posters. Furthermore, there could be a risk for posting photos that are simply striking and sensationalistic just to shock and amuse users opposed to teaching. Lastly, the use of Figure 1 in practice settings can feed into cell phone culture, and questions are raised about the professionalism of cell phone use in front of patients, and whether patients can feel violated when their healthcare providers have their cell phones out. So despite Figure 1's potential to educate healthcare providers and improve treatment for patients around the globe, in reflection, here are some questions to think about. Is there a difference between de-identification of images on a level that's compliant with health privacy law and de-identification that respects a patient's wishes? In practice, do healthcare providers truly obtain informed consent from patients when posting on the app? Do they fully explain how photos taken will be used? Would consent obtained from the in-app consent forms be recognized as appropriate or adequate by an institution or court of law? And lastly, can Figure 1 successfully be the central nervous system of global healthcare?